So if you could just unpack a little bit, what is a half app in the sense
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
that's a great question. Okay,
application?
so it's a half app isn't what normally people think of as an app to some extent, because when somebody thinks of an app, they usually think of like a web application, like Hive.blog or any of these other apps. So you go to a website and you interact with it. We could call that a user interface app. It's an app that users actually directly work with. But those those web-based apps behind the scenes have to make API calls to get data from another source, and that's a database. So what a half app is, it's a server that supports a set of API calls. So any given app needs to get certain data, and it gets those data by making API calls. And so the idea behind half apps is you can make a custom set of API calls that directly match the needs of your application and maybe a couple other applications that have very similar needs. And you create a half app to do that. So the half apps aren't a user interface. You don't see anything on your screen. They're a backend thing that allows you to get data in the way you want it. That's what a half app actually is.